simple and somehow sublime, giving a nation of syncopation of people call it ragtime.
Father was well off, very well off. His considerable income was derived from the manufacture of fireworks, bunting, and other accoutrements of patriotism. Father was also something of an amateur explorer.
The house on the hill in New Rochelle was Mother's domain. She took pleasure in making it comfortable for the men of her family, and often told herself how fortunate she was to be so protected and provided for by her husband.
Mother's younger brother worked at Father's fireworks factory. He was a genius at explosives, but he was also a young man in search of something to believe in. His sister wondered who would find it.
Grandfather had been a professor of Greek and Latin. Now retired and living with his daughter and her family, he was thoroughly irritated by everything.
The days were gently tinted, lavender pink, lemon and lime.
Ladies with parasols,
Fellows with tennis balls.
There were gazebos and
There were no lackeys, and everything was ragtime. Listen to the ragtime.
In Harlem, men and women of color forgot their troubles and danced and reveled to the music of Cold House Walk Jr. Now this was the music that was theirs and no one else.
Booker T. Washington was the most famous black in America. He counseled friendship between the races and spoke promise of the future. He had no patience with blacks who lived less than exemplary lives.
Ladies with parasols, fellows with tennis balls. There were no lackeys and there were no immigrants.
In Montreal, a man dreamed of a new life for his little girl. It would be a long journey, a terrible one. He would not lose her as he had her mother. His name was Tati. He never spoke of his wife. The little girl was all he had now. Together, they would escape.
Houdini, look, it's Houdini!
Henry Houdini once won evidence with an art of escape, with a headline and stop at his seconds. He made his mother proud, but for all his achievements, he knew he was only an illusionist. He wanted to believe there was more. Hello, Sonny.
What to do?
What did you say?
And there was distant music, taking the tune, taking the time, giving the nation all the syncopation of
13 England's operate.
They can't help it.
At the very apex of the American period.
That's the very tip top.
Like pharaohs reincarnate stood J.P. Morgan.
And Henry Ford.
All men are born equal.
But the cream rises to the top.
Let me at those sons of riches. These men are the demons who are sucking your very souls dry. I hate that. Someone should arrest that woman. The radical anarchist demagogue fought against the ravages of American capitalism as she watched her fellow immigrants' hopes turn to despair on the lower east side.
La la, la la, la la, la la la.
But America was watching another drama.
Evelyn Nesbit was the most beautiful woman in America. If she wore her hair in curls, every woman wore her hair in curls.
The lover was eminent architect Stanford White, designed on Pennsylvania Station on 33rd Street.
Oh,
Her husband, the eccentric millionaire Harry K. Ball, was a violent man.
after her husband shot her lover, Evelyn Nesbit became the most beautiful woman in America since Tom Thumb.
La, 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 la.
Bang!
La, la, la.
Bang!
La.
Bang!
And although the newspapers called the shooting the crime of the century,